Hey guys, this is Amber Sinclair here with a very brand new type of video. I don't think I've done these before yet on this video or any of this on this channel or anything like that. Um, but I am letting you guys know now that I'm going to start doing my top 10 different things, say like top 10 roller coasters that I have been on, the top 10 coasters that I do want to go on that I'm probably never going to get a chance to go on. Like my favorite Pokemon, top 10 Pokemon that are my favorite, and more often like that. So with today's first video of the top 10 is now going to be basically me talking about the Legend of Zelda series. It's one of my favorite video game series. I have Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity for the Switch. I have Breath of the Wild for the Switch, Tears of the Kingdom for the Switch, and on my Christmas list I have Echoes of Wisdom or something, I think that is. We also do have more, I think like one or two more Zelda games on my old Nintendo DS. I have this Pokemon thing right here, and my Nintendo DS that I haven't played in years with a bunch of Pokemon stickers on it. But on the other side, I have my games that I have on here. So here is one of them that is Link Between Worlds. I also have that one. And then I also got the original Hyrule Warriors, but it's Legends. So we definitely got that. I think that's the only two Zelda games on the Nintendo DS I have. And we also got Twilight Princess for GameCube. So as you can see, I'm a huge Zelda fan. I love Zelda with pure passion and anything. Like, I could show you a bunch of things that I have that are Zelda. Cup, Ocarina of Time, Zelda Cup. There's some other stuff too, but they're all put away and stuff. But I promise you I have a lot more Zelda things than I do roughly. But I also do have a Zelda shirt, which I am not wearing. I realized that I'm actually wearing my Court Sprite shirt. I love Tim Burton as well. Tim Burton's one of my favorite directors, actors, whichever one you want to come in as. So, in the background, I am right now putting on wrestling stuff going on with my wrestlers. I do eventually need to show you guys that, holy crap, one of my wrestlers defeated one of my powerful ones. Okay, but give me 1 second to get this next match going, and I will be with you in my top 10 most annoying Zelda characters. Give me just 1 second. So, back to this top 10 with the most annoying Zelda characters. I had to think through this all in my brain of who I really thought was really annoying in the Zelda series of every Zelda game that I played. I have played Ocarina of Time. I have played Wind Waker. I have done some of the older ones, but I haven't really gotten that far in any of the older ones to be able to name anything that's so annoying, except for maybe one. And I played through Twilight Princess. I have been working on these other ones. Wind Waker was also another one, if I haven't said that already. Majora's Mask I have played but have not beaten yet. But I think there's a couple of them on there that I'm really thinking that's so annoying too because of how it is. But anyway, let's just get on with my top 10 Zelda. Top 10 annoying Zelda characters. So 10 on the list goes to this game, Breath of the Wild. I have played through a little bit of it to understand most of it, and a lot of the characters in there can be somewhat annoying, but not as much as annoying as Hetsu, the Korok little leader guy or anything like that. Because you have to go and collect a bunch of these seeds for him until you get to a certain amount, and then he gives you his awesome gift. Hetsu's gift, which is just a pile of poop. So, I put him here at 10 because there's other characters that I think that are way more annoying. And trust me, when I get to my number 1, you guys are going to probably realize she's either stupid or smart. But when we get to that point, I will explain very, very dearly to you guys why the number 1 is the most hated. But going on to our next one, which is number 9. I figured I just started off with Breath of the Wild and stuff like that. But number 9 is Tallow from Twilight Princess. Tallow is one of the annoying little brats that you run into at the very beginning of the game. And he starts off as the annoying little runt who wants everything to go his way. So like for instance, when you get your wooden sword and you have to go back to find out, to get your horse back from Ilya, and he wants that sword and you have no choice but to give it to him. And if you refuse, he's just still going to deny it and say that, oh, I want that sword. But if you deny him, pretty much, he's not going to get out of your way or anything like that. So you have no choice but to listen to him. Then you get like this little break from him because he got kidnapped and all that stuff. And then you find him in Kakariko Village. And when you defeat the boss in Kakariko Village in Goron's Mines, you end up having another issue with him about him being a brat because he wants to know how to learn to use a bow. And me, for instance, I will tell you guys this myself. I am so great with a bow, like in a video game. Video game bow is the easiest thing to use. In real life, I haven't shot one in real life. But I am very great in a video game. Anything to do with Zelda with a bow, anything with a bow in it, any game. I am really good with a bow. And that very long pole that you have to shoot at. I will tell you guys this really funny thing. Is like my brother, younger brother, decided to try to bet on me, saying that, oh, I bet you can't get that shot in one shot. And Autumn, what are you doing? Don't be messing with anything I shouldn't be messing with. So, but he betted me $20, and my husband was with me at this time, and he's seen me done this before. My husband has seen me do it before, and he's like, really? She's shot it before at one hand. My husband was at first. I'm like, I bet you $30 you can't. And he went higher thinking that I wasn't going to do it. And I told him, like, you really want to make that bet? Because I can make it $40 from both of you giving me 20. And he's like, well, make that bet. I have 20 right now. And then my brother's like, I got $20 right now. If you shoot that, you get 40. And my stepdad is in the background saying, yeah, your guys' money's gone. You don't realize how good she is with a bow. And I aim it perfectly, and when I shot that arrow, it hit the pole. I turned around, both their mouths were dropped, and they just go, here you go. My husband was speechless. He was like, oh gosh, I just lost $20 to my own wife. It was priceless. Like, you guys should have seen it. It was funny. But back to the top 10 most annoying. Yes, Tallow is number 9 on my list. He's really, really annoying. 7, number 8 on the list. I have to think this through again. Because some of them I'm trying to think, because I didn't write this down. I'm trying to think about as I'm going. So, number 8 would be from Ocarina of Time, and it's that carpet merchant that you run into in Gerudo Desert. It's just, with him, he's almost like Hetsu almost. He talks about a special good item. 200 rubies, I believe, you have to spend to get in order to buy it. And it's just so, he says it's so cool. It's so cool. Only mount the perfect. And it's just a bunch of bomb shoes that are useless. It's useless. I mean, hey, yay, fun, the bomb shoe game and whatever you want to call it. I think it's I think it's an Ocarina of Time. I'm not sure. But the only time the Bombchu is really good is that Bombchu game in whichever Zelda. I think it's either Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. It's one of those two. But yes, The Carpet Merchant is definitely on my list of being one of the most annoying Zelda characters of all time. And so it brings us down to now to our number 7 on the list, which I have no problem thinking this through. I had to push her up a little higher because I also sort of feel bad for her, but she's only on this list through halfway of the game when I was playing it, and it is Midna from Twilight Princess. Now, I'm probably going to get a lot of people that are saying, well, Midna's pretty cool, she's the best one ever, and this is where I explain this. I love Midna. I think Midna's cool and awesome. She's amazing, she's cool, but throughout the first 3 dungeons of your game, she's nothing but annoying you about having to get the few shadows. That's all she cared about. Nothing else. And when she was talking about your friends, she was being a little sniffy about it. And I'm just like, you don't talk about my friends like that. Like, my first time playing it, my first time playing my Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess is my favorite. Just to get you guys heads up on there. My favorite Zelda game of all time is Twilight Princess. And my favorite Zelda character, along with being in my top 10 most annoying Zelda characters, is Midna. Midna is my favorite side little person I have. My little helper, my little friend on the side. I love Midna. Midna is my favorite companion. I even have my top 5 favorite companions, and she is on that list. But I don't know where she would be at, because there's other people in that I have. There's a lot of companions from different games I have played. So we'll see how that goes. But throughout the first half of the game, she is annoying. But then when Zant takes advantage of her and takes her powers from her, making her very, very sick to where the point she looks like she's going to die, it made my heart break. I felt bad. I wanted to kick Zant's butt for good. Like, I wanted to go through that TV and just punch him in the face. That's how bad I hated Zant for doing this to her. So then, after all that, I felt bad for her and fell in love with her, but still thought she was annoying throughout half of the beginning of the game when you first meet her, all the way up to the 3rd dungeon when she gets hurt. But like I guys said, it's something to explain. You explain these things, how you do this. It's our own opinions and stuff, and just letting you know my own opinion, how I think that throughout half of the game she's annoying and through half that she isn't. But moving on back, and I need time to think on this one, so give me 1 second. Now, as you guys have noticed, with these 3 games, it is basically the same amount from Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and of course Age of Calamity. And I will give you guys a very hint clue on who is next on my list, with being number 6 on my list. And he's on one of the covers on it too. And it's this guy right up here. I think people pronounce him as Rivoli. So hold on 1 second. I gotta get my daughter. So yes, back to what I was saying. I'm sorry for the rude interruption. So yes, Rivali is very annoying. Thinks he's better than Link, and you know, I don't know what else how to describe him but saying he thinks he's better than Link. Dude, I saved the world 1,000 times. What have you done? Exactly, possibly nothing. How many times have you saved the world? Probably once in your life, or twice, or heck, even 3. I don't know. But how many Zelda games are there? Oh, yeah. So, we all know my opinion on that. So, I figured that would have been really great as number 6. I think 6. Let's see here. Hold on. Hetsu. Sutaro. Carpet Merchant. Okay, yes. We're on number 5 now. We're finally in my top 5 list. The five most annoying ones. And we'll give off with number 5 being Tato from Majora's Mask. I don't even have to think on these because I already know who is in my top 5. So number 5 would be Tato from Majora's Mask. Yes, one of the fairies is on this list. Tato was being the worst being almost the worst out of it. I couldn't stand how she was treating me. First of all, kidnapping my horse and my musical instrument, turning me into a Deku, that's right, that's Skull Kid that did all that, but you were helping him. And then start calling me, it's like trying to be a little demanding, like any other fairy would be. Do we get my point there? And yes, she tries to apologize for it, even when she says, like, look, all that stuff back there, I apologize. Doesn't sound like you're apologizing to me for turning me into a Deku, stealing my horse, where I have to end up trying to save this little girl's life from aliens in order to get my horse back. Which I haven't really beaten Majora's Mask, but I knew how to do everything because I watched a little bit of a Let's Play through it and all that other stuff. But people should get my point with Tato, probably, of how she treats you at first. Maybe she gets better towards the end. I don't know. I haven't beaten it. How would I know? But anyway, number 4 is on my list next. And I had so much thinking about it because of how possible can something be so annoying as this? Like, literally, how annoying can it be? And that would go... Okay, I thought I knew number 4, but I'm trying to figure it out now. Who was I? Oh yes, now I just figured it out. I almost forgot. The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. I think you pronounce him as Ezlo. I'm probably got a lot of people that are hating me. I have only played through half of the game. And in my honest opinion, I think he's just nothing but spoiled. He's one of these mentors where, like, I hadn't played this game in years, so I don't know really how to talk about him like this. So all I'm just going to leave it there is that he's number 4 on my list. Which brings me down to my last 3. And I had a very hard time trying to figure out all this on who to put in the 3rd and 2nd spot because these 2 are really annoying. But we're on the 3rd one. The first one, y'all will probably either A, shocked, or like, I saw this coming. But 3 would be the owl, Kapagara, whatever you want to pronounce his name. I bet you all saw this coming. Of course, who would not be on anybody's top 10 most annoying list? Zelda characters ever. Like, this owl is so annoying. Like, in Ocarina of Time, you're just strolling around. All of a sudden I have to get stuck because I have to talk to this owl. And if you accidentally press a button or speed through his talking, and you accidentally press that, I'll hear it again, and he repeats everything. And then he gives you that trick up your sleeve and further into the game. And he's not just in Ocarina of Time, he's in other ones too. I hate this owl. I hate him. I really do. So, back to the top 10 most annoying Zelda characters. We are down to our last 2. And if you guys also did not see this coming, my number 2 on my list is none other than the sassy little princess of all, Princess Ruto. I can't tell you guys how many times I have played Ocarina of Time, went through that dungeon, and had to be annoyed by the spoiled little Zora princess. How dare you leave me in a room by myself? I'm on this and that, this and that. Oh, carry me, please. Oh, will you marry me? No. I'm not going to carry you all the way around this dungeon just to find your spiritual stone. No, and yes, I will leave you in a room by yourself because I don't want to be around you. And no, I don't wish to marry you. And then when you see her again, she's all grown up, looks a little pretty, but still very, very, very sassy. You see her at the very beginning of the water temple, and then she leaves, and you don't see her at all for the rest of throughout the whole dungeon. And then when you finally beat the dungeon boss, Morpha, there she is, realizing that she is a sage. You couldn't tell me this any time sooner. I now realize that you're a sage, and you didn't say I can't marry you. Well, guess what, honey? I wasn't gonna marry you anyway. So there is the 10 through 2. Now, if anybody hasn't seen Autumn Severe Suit, no, hold on, guys. Okay. I had to block her off because she was messing with something that was really important. So now back to our number 1 spot. And drum roll, please. If anybody has not seen this coming, if nobody has seen this coming, or has seen it coming and has expected it to be, nobody would have been so annoying by this character from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Navi, the fairy. And my explanation is, some people think that she's okay. Some of us don't. Because we all have our own opinions. Navi the fairy is just pure annoying throughout the whole entire game. From start to finish. She calls me a silly boy for sleeping so much, expects me to walk around with her around and make everybody happy in my village, that I finally have a fairy, a most annoying one at first. Let's think about the strategies here. I don't like her. I hate her. Yes, Navi, I know how to climb a ladder. Yes, Navi, I know how to climb a wall. Oh, I know how to open a door. Oh, what's this thing? Oh, yes, that's a sculpture. I know what that was. How many Zelda games have I played with some of these creatures in it? I have played so many Zelda games. I have known everything, and she just annoys you. Let's not get started with the hey, look, listen, watch out stuff that you constantly hear in your head when you're playing the game. Just think about what could possibly do if you had an alarm like that. You set an alarm for the hey, look, listen, expect to throw your phone across the room. So, Navi is just straight up, in my opinion, the worst Zelda character ever to annoy me. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed everything that was in this top 10 list of having the most annoying Zelda characters. And if some of you guys don't agree with some of the stuff, I would really actually like to see what you guys would think, what you guys think about how my top 10 is. Who would be your top 10 most annoying Zelda character if you played any Zelda games before? And if you have a favorite companion, let me know who it is. Your favorite dungeon, your favorite boss, and your most favorite Zelda game of all time. So I will give you guys mine at this end of this video. So you guys already heard about of course, the top 10, my most annoying Zelda character I hate, which is Navi. My favorite Zelda game is Twilight Princess. My favorite character would probably be Midna, of course, alongside with Mifa from Breath of the Wild and all that. And then next on the list would be my favorite dungeon and boss. My favorite dungeon is Arbiter's Grounds from Twilight Princess, and my favorite boss is the boss from the dungeon. Twilight Fossil Star Lord. Yes, almost forgot it. Now, if you guys want to be curious about what my most hated dungeon and boss is, it is none other than Snow Peak Ruins and Blizzard. Anything with me, I hate ice dungeons. I hate ice dungeons because I get trapped in ice all the time. I always get hit anytime, and you see me walking around with like one heart. And I'm getting ready to end up on my I have a Let's Play going on right now, but I'm taking a little break from it. But eventually, I am getting back to it. You guys have known about the Twilight Princess thing. It's just I'm taking a little break from it, giving it some break time. And eventually we are going to hit back into it, especially next year after the holidays and the new year. So I'm just really, really busy with a bunch of other stuff, trying to get Christmas going and out of the way. Thanksgiving was already hard enough without my dad. Now I gotta deal with Christmas. And now when New Year hits, I don't have to worry about that much stress going on. I can release some stress. Then my birthday hits, and that's the first birthday. And then his anniversary will be coming up too. And usually, hopefully after the anniversary, I will be able to start waking up and thinking about possibly Let's Play. So if I had to roughly give you guys a hint on when it's probably going to start back up, it's probably going to be around March after my dad's anniversary of when he died. And that was like on March 27th, so probably March 28th or the 29th, I would be going back to Let's Plays. I just need some time. My dad really hit hard when he died. When he died, it really hit me really hard when he died. And it still is. And I've been getting so much stress that I've been getting a bunch of stuff all over my body. And so, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this top 10. And look out for more, definitely. And I can't wait to get back into these Let's Plays for you, especially Twilight Princess. And you guys will see how much of I freak out at Snow Peak when we get to that point. But anyway, catch you guys later. We'll catch you, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.